This is the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my life.
Nicholas Hoult.
Have I got in over my head? In film work, you can cut if you need to. It feels very different when you're in a car with this much power and speed. It's a world that is very objective.
Keep the pace up on this lap.
It's such a mental game. You're getting the ability to learn new skills and push to the limit. I'm just trying to do my best.
Welcome to the official start of the 33rd season of Ferrari Challenge North America. Really excited to kick things off here at the First Class Thermal Club. Also excited to have Nicholas Hoult racing with us. I heard there's some kryptonite in the trunk. We're going to have tech inspection check that, but excited for you to join us for our first race.
Starting to get nervous now. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's getting real again. We are at the Thermal Club, taking part in the Ferrari Challenge weekend. My first time racing wheel to wheel. It's a big weekend.
Ready to check, Nicholas? Ready to check?
Yeah, good check.
I've taken part in a couple of track attacks, which is when you're racing to try and set the faster time. It's almost like a qualifying session, I suppose. It's a world that I love being in, but it's not somewhere I am very often. I haven't driven since Daytona last year, so it's been a long time since I've been back in the car. It's going to be such a wild experience being that close to all the other cars and battling.
Much better lap time, really good job. Full focus, nice quick brake release in turn 2.
I've been out simple bits of go-karting where you're battling, but it feels very different when you're in a car with this much power and speed. And this is a different beast.
Let's check the flag. Good job.
I'm encouraging him to run in traffic because it gets him comfortable with being around other cars, understanding how he can set up a pass.
Hoult, British driver, taking part in his first race weekend here with Ferrari Challenge North America. Been on a 5-year journey.
It's been a long road to get here. It all kind of loosely came about from doing the X-Men movies, and Michael Fassbender was part of this program and mentioned at some point that they were maybe looking for someone else to try out driving a little bit. I started doing Corsa Pilota here at Thermal. That was my first time with Ferrari doing the training to begin this process. Ferrari being very generous, with their time and facilities and allowing me to kind of continue the process and keep learning. And then I was like, oh, maybe I can keep going with this.
The Thermal Club at California, USA.
So now being back here 5.5 years later, it's a complete dream come true.
Come on, babe. Enjoy it, have fun.
I know I loved being in cars and I was so excited to be on track, but I don't think then there was even a part of me that would have dreamed of getting to this point. I sit there sometimes in the car and I'm like concentrating on what I'm doing, but I'm also like, pinch me, this is unreal, I'm getting the chance to do this.
And Nicholas Hoult struggling a bit today. He's trying to find the lap speed, but not there yet.
Stop picking up the pace. Keep hustling. Keep focused. Stay focused.
Racing when it's going well is meditative, it's a flow state. But when it's not going well and you can't get out of a rut, it's such an interesting process because in some ways you're kind of like having a philosophy lesson.
Yeah, Nicholas, we're half second now. Copy.
You have to kind of try and let go and think about the next corner and not worry about any mistakes that you might have made because everything just kind of compounds.
Maybe boxing this lap, box.
So it's the ability to accept what's happened and just focused on what you can do positively in the next moments, I suppose, which is tricky to do.
We struggled to find rhythm at the beginning. I think when he arrived this morning, we expected to take another step forward, and that didn't happen.
I know what you mean, getting up to pace, it's like hard. I just gotta trust it.
Yeah. I think also there's a little bit of overthinking as well. Yeah. I see that you're tense in the car. I can just see it on your arms. I don't want to emphasize that session too much. I think we got what we needed out of it in terms of
Yeah. Humans aren't meant to travel at this speed. we weren't built for it. So our instinct for self-preservation and to like target fixate on the wrong thing and start to feel like everything's too quick is really difficult to overcome.
The exit of turn 7 all the way to the entry of turn 10, you lose about a second. You definitely got a lot more tentative with the throttle.
And it's so interesting because I'm worried about through 8 and 9. I'm just worried about spinning.
Yeah.
I'm worried about putting too much power on too soon. And
yeah. Yesterday you seemed like a lot more aggressive with that, and that definitely gained you time.
Yeah.
And today I noticed very much that you're just very, very tentative. You're just nervous. You look like we're waiting for the rear to go.
Yeah, I'm hard on myself when it's not.
We all are.
Not quite working, but okay.
Yeah, we don't win practice. All right.
Yep.
Eyes up over the crest, driving in deep into turn 10.
Well, Nicholas Hoult might have found something here. He's really picked up his pace on the lap times.
For the lap time, really good job.
Hoult's impressed me here. He's into the top 10.
He handles adversity very well. Some people will pay you lip service and go like, oh yeah, I've got this, and go out and do exactly the same as they were doing before. Nick isn't like that. He's like, on the contrary, he's like looking for all the details. He'll keep looking, keep finding, and be a better race car driver at the end of the day.
I take pride in it. Even if this is the only weekend I ever race, that's something that I'm going to treasure forever.
Nothing makes me happier than seeing the flash of purple on the dash. The purple means you're going quicker than your best lap. And I see the little bit of purple, I'm like,
It's something that I'll look back at and go, yeah, you put in 5.5 years work and you were lucky and you're fortunate to get those opportunities, but you did it and you tried your best, and let's see what happens. When you think of racing, Ferrari initially is the first car and brand that you think of. I grew up watching the Schumacher era of F1, which was such a core memory for me from my childhood and spending time with my dad and things like that. So to now be able to call my dad and be like, hey, the race is going to be streaming. I'll see how qualifying goes. They'll get to watch me race, which is terrifying, but hopefully it goes well.
When you look at most of your lap, it's super sound. It's going the right way. You know that there is more out there. I don't expect you to go out there and go, oh, suddenly I'm going to turn the steering wheel 15 degrees more. No, it's not that. It's just like understand that there's grip out there, and then start to trust it a little bit more. Understand that you can drive a little bit harder. You'll get there. Keep pushing that envelope.
It's such a mental game. I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone. There is a point where it's like lap times don't lie. You know, in my line of business, it's quite subjective. You can be like, well, there was lots of things going on and this and that, but this is like, okay, can you do what you need to do at the right time?
Green flag is out on the session.
Get focused. Trust the car. Nice and deep. Smooth brake release.
Getting the ability to learn new skills and really push to the limit of what you're capable of.
Nicholas Hoult goes P2. That's a great job on the Hollywood actor, and he's immediately to the top.
That's something that I've learned about myself, where I'm like, oh, you can continue to push and be uncomfortable.
Good job. Nicely done.
That is Nicholas Hoult. You might well recognise Nicholas Hoult because he's a famous actor. Currently sitting in P5, was in P2 earlier on in the session.
You're going to get one more opportunity at this, Nicholas. One more opportunity.
copy.
Nicholas Hoult takes the checker flag, moves up to P4.
That puts you in P4.
All right, P4, not bad. We'll do that.
Dude, that was awesome. That was a really nice lap.
Did really well. Best lap of the weekend. First proper qualifying session, and top 5. You can't argue with that.
Happy with that. Dude, that was intense. I was stressed. I feel better now. Now I'll get stressed about the race. But I'll have a minute to enjoy this, and then we'll get back on it and focus. First qualifying. Not bad. We'll take that. Come on.
I'm just trying to do my best. That's really it. But I am competitive. I mean, obviously I'd love to win. But I don't think it's smart to go into something at this point, first race, to be like, I want to win. I'm fully aware that I'm a complete noob in many ways, an amateur to this. So it's like, all right, what can I learn from the people around me?
My first push lap, I caught someone I think was a quick car, but they obviously were doing something. Then they couldn't get past, and then they took off.
The Ferrari team are so wonderful and hospitable with everybody, and that's one of the great things about the Challenge series is it's just such a great setup and everyone's taken care of so wonderfully. The racing is intense and fun, but it does feel like a big family. And that's the nice thing going back into the pits. You see so many faces and people that I know.
Thank you again. Take care. Catch you in a bit.
Like, hey, you're actually back and you're racing this time, so it feels like I've been on this journey with a lot of people for a long time.
Welcome to the Thermal Club, California, USA. Behind us, the Santa Rosa Mountains. In front of us, a brilliant season of Ferrari Challenge North America.
It's incredible to see the Ferrari Challenge Series develop over the last 33 years. Our weekends have evolved into a true 360-degree Ferrari customer experience, where you can come to the track as a road car customer and a spectator and enjoy the show and some of the top hospitality in the world, or you can come here with a race car and compete against some of the greatest drivers in North America.
It is very hot here as well. The temperatures have picked up. Track temperature's 30 degrees C, low wind speed. So I think it's going to be a hot old start to the day as we get the racing underway.
When you get nervous and stuff like this, the main thing for me is like, remember to breathe. I do it sometimes before auditions or like scenes and stuff, just like calming breath. So I'll probably just try to remember to breathe and stay relaxed.
I feel like my brain is always like jumping around all over the place. So to have to be like, okay, just this. That's kind of a beautiful thing to try and maintain.
It's an incredible moment to be together with the people that carry every time the flag of where Ferrari really belongs to. That is the racing. You know, we were born as a racing team, but it's the passion that we have and your passion to always go beyond, to always exceed the limit of what you're doing, that you make possible for all of us to enjoy these incredible moments.
There's a lot of nerves. You're putting yourself out there somewhere to fail. There's no hiding.
Start your Ferrari engines.
It's truly probably the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my life. Have I got in over my head? Have I gone too far with this?
This is the Thermal Club in California to kick us off with race one of the season.
Couple of deep breaths, relax, do a quick revision, just fully focus on what we're going to do next. Just get much more aware of the stack up, just be super aware of that as you come to turn one. Copy.
The pack is really bunched up looking for the green flag.
Green. We're racing.
There is the green flag and they're away. On the left-hand side in the all-red car, the number 100, Nicholas Hoult. Late on the brakes, there's a pack of cars up the inside. He comes across to his racing line and a car spins in front of him. Hoult does well.
Jesus Christ! Someone just dive-bombed. Full send. It was mad.
Focus forward. You're in good shape.
Green flag, you come around that corner and you're side by side and it's just boom, and then there's chaos. You're trying to stay calm in amongst it. It really goes against every instinct the human has.
Nicholas Hoult, fantastic job there, good awareness. That was a Hollywood action move. Avoided the accident, nicely done.
Focus forward. Now just look for rhythm. Use those reference points that you had this morning. Copy that.
Nicholas Hoult is doing well. Has dropped down into P5.
You're right there, Nicholas. You're right there. Doing a great job.
Take a look at the leaderboard. Nicholas Hoult running in P5 on his race debut. That is a remarkable performance against some of these drivers who race week in, week out.
Really nice lap, Nicholas. Really nice lap. Catching these guys in front of us. Nice and smooth with the controls.
Very good job from Nicholas Hoult.
Great to see him here outside of his comfort zone.
Check the flag, Nicholas. Check the flag. P5.
Not bad for the first one. P5. We got through. That was the main thing. Finished the first race.
It's honestly like the most intense experience I've ever had in my life. It was surviving. It was fun though. I was having fun. Yeah. I'm just happy. That was the main thing. Like, get through the race, and we did that. And yeah, fifth, first race. I'll take that. We'll go again tomorrow. I feel calmer today. Having experienced it once and just knowing what you're getting into, it's like, okay, it's like anything. Once you've done it once and you know what it is, you're like, okay, well, your body's not just like terrified of the unknown.
Going into a job in the film or TV work, I still get nerves about those because it's something new every time and you're learning. You don't know whether you can do it. So it is, those nerves show that you care.
Some of the deep breaths, just let the tension go.
Qualifying wasn't as smooth as it was yesterday. We did get kind of hosed a little bit on traffic. Every time we started a good lap, unfortunately, he got a bit of traffic in front of him.
Nicholas Hoult was in traffic, and I think here it's clear he's trying to find some space.
Where do we end up? P12. Yeah, sorry about that.
So yesterday it was a big high. I managed to get P4 first quali. It's like, ooh. So then today I'm like, I want to see if I can push to get in the top 3. But then, yeah, it was just a little bit of a washout in terms of trying to get a clean lap. All good. It'll make for an interesting race.
Yeah. That's for
sure. Have fun. Thank you, brother. Come on, let's get it. Come on. Woo!
Day 2 of Ferrari Challenge North America 2026.
The most important thing is to be looking for opportunities, looking for spaces that you can use.
One of our drivers out here today you will know from his Hollywood career. Here he is, number 100, Nicholas Hoult. He needs to pass more drivers. So we know he was quick yesterday. Today qualifying hasn't gone quite so well. So we can assume he's got the pace.
Green.
There is the green flag and they're away.
Focus on getting good exits. Take a little bit off the big corner if you need to. Think about getting a car squared off and squeezing back on the gas slightly earlier. That'll give us the opportunity to get a pass done into braking zones.
Nick Hoult, really impressive all weekend long. Super clean and fast in qualifying and in the race here too. But he's got to learn to pass. That is the hardest part in motorsport, is passing another competitor. Good lap times are fine. Getting around another car is a completely different story.
Focus on getting good exits. That's our main goal. Keep the pressure on the car in front of us.
And Hoult now looking for a way through on this back straight. Come on! Nicholas Hoult going to need to be late on the brakes and smooth. He can get this done. This is one of those ones where you've got to be brave and go for it. Turns into the corner and does get it done. Nicholas Hoult makes a pass.
Hey, we got one!
Great job, mate. Great job. We'll go for the next one. Head down, focus forward. Really nice job.
Hoult now runs the car out wide, trying to find a way through if he can.
Be patient. Keep the pressure on them.
Trying to out-drag down the straight. This would be another part of the learning curve.
Hurry up, squeeze it back on early.
Nicholas Hoult with better pace. Now he comes down through this technical part of the circuit. Be patient. Lovely.
Awesome.
Great job. Keep the focus on this gold car. Keep the pressure on him. You will make a mistake. Just be patient.
Managing to get my first overtakes. That felt amazing. Being confident, following someone closely, trying to put them under pressure, and then when they did get a mistake or get offline, being confident to pass them. Because I've never overtaken anyone before.
Nicholas Hoult, as he comes around and completes his first race weekend.
Good job, Nicholas. Good job. P8 finish, P8. Not bad for your second race.
Fun to get a couple of overtakes.
It's been one of the best experiences of my life, just like forcing yourself to do things, overcome fears. Way to go! We finished.
No damage on the car, 2 good qualifying positions, 2 good race finishes, some passing. Brilliant job by Nicholas Hoult.
I mean, I feel so lucky. And just like take the opportunities you get and experience life and everything to the max and do your best.
Between his day job and doing this, he's really good at it. He's got a natural ability, and I think we can take that quite a long way.
Hopefully I get to race more, but if I look back in life 50 years time, and I'll look back at this weekend always with the best memories of like my first race with Ferrari, so that's magic. My kids were watching, it was awesome. They were watching from home. I feel like weirdly more proud of them watching this than like any of the movies I've done or things like that. I'm like, oh yeah, look, that's like pushing himself to do something that he shouldn't be able to do. Now I'm even more addicted to the thrill of it. I would love to just get more seat time and hopefully to keep improving my skills. You always want to keep improving and pushing it and see how far you can go. Yeah, I'd love to keep going.